All right, if a dad in your life loves to grill, nothing would make him happier than this gear for all those backyard barbecues.
Here with some of the latest and greatest is Pitmaster Phil the Grill Johnson.
I love that. That's
Grill,
like your wrestling name.
Okay, let's start with grills. This is a pellet grill, right?
Yes, yes. So
what is a pellet grill?
A pellet grill is basically you have your wood pellets that compress. They come down into a fire chamber, and then they heat for a heat source. The great thing about it, because you could start on a high temperature, 500 degrees, or you could do a low smoke for like 220 degrees for those long cooks, you know?
Yeah.
And you'll get smoke flavor all the way through.
Let's look at the charcoal grill.
Yes, yes. So
this is kind of old school.
Yes, but it's a great way to do both, right? So you could smoke and grill on a pellet. You could smoke and grill here as well. So if you want to grill, you would throw your charcoal in the middle bed right here, and you would do a direct heat, right? So you would grill right over the charcoal.
How long do you wait for the charcoal to heat up?
You want it to get gray, right?
Gray.
You don't want to put it in there. Make sure all of your charcoal briquettes are white and ash.
Okay. Yes.
And then if you wanted to do some smoke,
this is like slower, right?
Yes. So you could put your pecan or apple or cherry and add some wood, and then that will travel into your cook as well.
I like that. Okay, let's talk about why we need thermometers. I mean, we kind of know.
Yeah.
Why we need thermometers?
Yeah.
It's because of my dad growing up, right?
Yeah.
He used to make these dry hucky pucks for hamburgers, right? Not knowing the temp, just, smashing all of the juice out of them.
Yeah, that's called the Andy Cohen method.
I think my husband does that too.
Yeah.
But this way, you could just take a thermometer, put it right into the meat, and get your instant read on what that would be.
And the idea is you want the temperature to be the same on the outside as the inside, basically?
So basically you want to take that point and just get right into the middle of your protein, and that will give you an instant read. Wow. This is a great thermometer.
But it's hard to know, what a piece of meat like that should be. You know what I mean?
Well, yes. So you want to make sure you have your rares between 125 to 130, and then your mediums about 135 to 140. So you need to know your temperature that you're cooking to. But if you don't have a thermometer, you don't.
How you know?
Let's talk about your wireless probe thermometer, Phil the Grill.
Yes. So your wireless probe thermometer. This is a great product, right? Yeah. So you want to do a whole chicken, you want to do a roast, a ham shank, or even a lamb shank or something like that.
Something that's slower, right?
Yep. You could just put this on in the beginning, go back in the house, and you can monitor this.
You have it all up on like an app.
Yes, so it's on the app. It tells you the temperature of your grill. It also tells you the temperature of your the protein where your probe is in, and you could do that on 4 different pieces of protein.
I feel like you need a tech guy and a good griller, right?
Literally.
Yeah.
A team.
Yeah.
Okay, talk to us about gloves over tongs or forks.
So, like you were asking me about, how do you know what temp you want to cook at, right? When you're a cook, you're really into it, right?
Yeah, you want to get
You want to go by touch and feel. Okay. How are you going to touch and feel if you're working with a tongue?
Yeah,
then you take a tongue, right? And then you take a tongue and you take a piece of meat, then it's delicate, it breaks off, or it takes all of the seasoning off. But this is a food safety glove that will hold for 500 degrees.
Wow.
I used to kind of put a cotton glove on, and then I would use like one of these rubber gloves on top just to make this. So this is great. This is a great product that came on. So
wait, if we're grilling this weekend, what do you suggest when we go to the butcher or the grocery store?
I have a tri-tip. So I moved from the Bronx, and now I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. Yes. So I kind of grew on the southwest part, and this is a bottom piece of the sirloin on the cow. It's a triangular piece, but now what you want to look for is in any type of meat is the grain.
Right.
You want to cut against the grain.
Always against the grain.
Because this is triangular, right? You have grains going this way, and then you have grains going that way as well. So what I like to do is just kind of right off the grain.
That looks good.
Some nice thin slice.
Phil, look at that.
Oh my God.
Can you go grill for Andy and his kids this weekend?
Of course. My wife will love that.
Yes. Well, tell your wife she's invited.
Yeah, she can come too.
I will have everything.
She can come too.
Yes, absolutely.
Phil, thank you so much, and you have some chimichurri.
Get a little chimichurri on that.
Thank you. You can find these recipes for Phil's tri-tip with chimichurri sauce on today.com/food.